the shader machine. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put a little bit of tension on the needle itself, and I use mostly 11 mags. 11 mags are basically what a magnum needle is. Basically 11 needles, but they're set like a rake, basically like this. I like to use flat. They have rounds that are basically a curved, but I prefer a straight. And always remember, do not let the tips of the needles hit the sides of the tube. That way you don't damage the needle, and you'll always be very, very careful, because you don't want a hooked needle. And I also use different size grommets, because basically the tension on the when you put the needle bar onto the armature bar is very important. If you'll find sometimes if your needle is not actually, if you're not penetrating the skin very well, you might be very loose at the between the connection of the needle bar and the armature bar. So that's one tip that you could remember to always remember that there's different grommets, if you will, that you can use that have different thicknesses and actually different hardness. The harder one is going to actually it's just like a bumper, a harder one is going to not give as much, and a softer one will give it a little bit of a softer hit. So that's another tip. And I always use usually about a nickel thickness for setting up the depth of on my machine.